A secret that no one dared to speak, until one rainy day, when the truth came knocking louder than any drum. Story. Long ago, in the peaceful village of Umuogo, where the sun rose gently over the hills and the cockerels crowed like clockwork, there lived a young, passionate pastor named Reverend Chike. He was not just a man of God, he was a man of the people. With a voice like thunder and prayers that shook the soul, he built a small church with mud bricks, palm leaves, and faith. At first, only a few elders came. But soon, his words began to touch hearts. He spoke about love, forgiveness, and unity. The villagers began to gather in large numbers, mothers, farmers, traders, even the stubborn village drunk, Papa Namdi. Every Sunday, Pastor Chike would preach fire from the pulpit. His messages were strong. His prayers, powerful. But over time, something began to change. The church members started coming not for the message, but for miracles. They wanted healing without change, blessings without obedience, and riches without hard work. Sister Amaka brought seed offerings, hoping for a new shop. Brother Ebuka fasted for 7 days, praying to win the village lottery. The choir leader, Mama Ifioma, even whispered prayers during rehearsals for a rich husband. Pastor Chike noticed this shift. He prayed deeply. One night, as he lay under the moonlight with his Bible in hand, he cried out, "Lord, they want your hand, but not your heart. What should I do?" And in the silence, he heard a whisper in his spirit. "Teach them the truth even if it offends." So the next Sunday, instead of shouting and clapping, Pastor Chike walked up quietly. He looked at the eager faces and said, "Today, I will not preach about miracles. I will preach about change." The room fell quiet. He told them, "You want rain, but you won't plant. You want healing, but you won't forgive. You want favor, but you cheat your neighbor. God is not a magician. He is a father." Some people looked down in shame. Others shifted uncomfortably. A few even got up and left. But something powerful happened. The next week, those who stayed came back differently. They began helping one another. They forgave old enemies. They started small farms, businesses, and offered what little they had to the church, not for blessings, but for love. The church didn't grow in number, but it grew in truth. And Reverend Chike? He smiled more. He preached less about what people wanted and more about what they needed. And so, the small mud church became a place not of empty miracles, but of real transformation. Moral of the story: faith without action is noise. A true church is not built by crowds, it is built by hearts willing to change.